Okay, so let me say good evening, our valued followers online, wheresoever you are this time. We want to, in a very special way, welcome you to this live broadcast. We are at the residence of Senator Prince Johnson in Ganta, Nimba County. Senator Johnson will be providing clarity regarding his recent statement about the pending general and presidential elections in our country. His statement has been misinterpreted in some corners, and even yesterday the Joint Security came out with a statement against what they said that Senator Johnson said. And so the senator just arrived from the nation's capital, and so he has come to provide some clarity to the public regarding what he really said, because people are now saying that the senator has threatened the peace of Liberia. That is what is being said now about him, that people should not take themselves to be the judge at the same time they are serving as jury. So the senator has come this evening to provide that clarity to members of the public. As you may be aware, he is one of the senior government officials in Nimba. And so when these things have been said about him, it is bounding that he will come to the public to provide clarity. So my name is Rayleigh Gwambey. This is the Gompa Communications Network. Senator, let me say good evening and welcome back home.
Thank you. I just arrived from the capital.
Okay.
And I'm glad to have you visit my house in order for me to explain to my people statement I made in Monrovia during a press conference, which many people are taking out of context at the moment.
So what did he really say on that day?
Well, I called a press conference first to tell Liberians thanks for turning out in a huge number on Sunday, last Sunday. And I thank Liberians for simultaneously following the turnout in Monrovia, like other counties. What happened in Monrovia was not just Monrovia, it was many counties. They came at the same time. So I was glad, and I told them thank you as the chairman of the governing council of the movement for democracy and reconstruction that is collaborating with the Unity Party. So I thank them. Then during the press conference, I told the ruling establishment that any attempt to rig this election will be resisted and it will meet the people's power. You see,
did you talk about armed rebellion?
No, the recording is there. I didn't talk about it.
Okay.
There was nothing like armed mentioned. You see, I'm not stupid. I'm an elderly person. I'm a statesman. I know the law.
So when you say any attempt by this government to rig this election, it will meet serious resistance. What resistance were you talking about?
The Constitution of Liberia, Article 1, what does it say? It says all power.
It's inherent.
All power, not just some power. All power is inherent in the people. Not only that, but all free governments are instituted by the authority for their benefit and their happiness. Anything contrary to the provision of the benefits for which one is elected, the people have the authority to alter. It's in the Constitution. To alter means to change. The Constitution is absent as to how to change such a regime. It can be done perhaps by impeachment. It can be done by the people's popular will coming up during a protest to demonstrate and demand that such a leader step down. You understand me? It's there. The Constitution says the power belongs to the people. that they elect you for their benefit. If you fail to provide those benefits and what would make them happy, they have the right to change you using their power. How to do it? The Constitution didn't say specifically. But I know as a lawyer, as a lawmaker, you can do that through impeachment. You can also use the people's popular power by coming out in protest, and demanding as such a dictator or whatever he may be called step down. So I said, I called the Minister of Justice, I called the police IG, I called the Chief of Staff of the Army. First thing I told the Chief of Staff, get this army out of politics. Get yourself out of politics. If there is an arm in question, you have the right to defend the sovereignty. Because there should be no use of arm. We are in politics now. The people are relied on when they feel the pains. They have the right to exercise their right, constitutional right, by demanding through protest and demonstration that such a leader step down for bad governance. Why did you hold John's security meeting behind me when you know you can call me if statement made by me tend to cause
to derail the peace.
If my statement cause horrible situation, panic and pandemonium, then you can call me. I'm not above the law. I will come to the police station.
So they have never extended any invitation to you for your statement?
No, they never called me. That's why I confronted them yesterday. Okay. Why did you hold a John meeting behind my back without first inviting me? Then I only heard you speaking on radio through press conference. Then you sent the press release to Nimba, and they read it. Why did you do that? You assigned police to me because my life is in danger. My church was disrupted. I was threatened to be harmed when the church members and the community dweller came to my aid. From there, I wrote the U.S. Embassy, wrote the Justice Minister, I wrote the OAU, I wrote the ECOWAS, and the security were giving me to provide security for me. They are with me. They know my in and out. Why didn't you call me? And by the way, I said, if anyone steals the election, should someone steal election? Should someone steal the will of the people?
But what is triggering your suspicion? Even though it's a supposition you express.
It's so clear. I'm not talking about what is happening within the net office. No. The seditions come up openly. They're not hiding. That UP being in power 12 years, they didn't do anything. They have done so much in six years. And so whether we put a crowd, more than their crowd, whether we win and they don't win, they will take it by force. They say it openly. They're not hiding it. They've been having conferences, what they will do after the election is held. They will wreck it. They say it. So I say, if anyone wrecks election and thwart the people's will, the people's power will be used, which is in the law. It's in the law.
So do you feel threatened by the statement coming from the joint security that you threaten the peace of the country?
I dealt with that already. They know they're wrong. First thing I asked the Inspector General of Police, how injurious or what injury did the statement I made have on this government? If the government does not intend to steal, it's no crime. If the government does not intend to steal or to rig the election using any means to do so, then what injury has the statement done to them? If I told you, this is my water, it's for me. It's sitting on the table in my room. Really go there and bring it for me. But on there I have my wallet with money. If it is lost, that you alone going there. If it is lost that you, I will call your finger. And you don't intend to steal, you're on the road. What are you afraid? If this regime led by Mr. Weir has no intention to cheat, you will want to conduct free and fair and transparent election. then how did my statement harm you?
So you think your statement is being misconstrued?
Yes, this may construe
Because you are security personnel and the security...
People say, I say I will use gun.
Yes.
No. But where do I have gun? Where do I have guns? I'm a political heavyweight in the country. We command and control our party.
On the social media, Senator, I've been seeing some writings. It's like a conversation between you and General Bodnike. The two of you are playing. The two of you are planning.
No, I don't know where he is. Since 1990, I have spoken with Otto Bodnike. Nothing. I don't know his number. He doesn't know my number. So whatever people are writing on social media, anybody can write anything. But I have not seen him. Whether he tall, whether he short, no.
But do you have a social media page?
I have my email. I have my
Facebook account.
Facebook, but I don't go there myself. I don't go to Facebook. People write for me.
So you think people are tampering with your account on Facebook?
That's what they've been doing. I even block it. I change the code or something.
Okay.
I tell my children, come, something is happening, change it. Because sometimes they write something good in my favor, but those who write good in my favor using my page will also change and do something worse one day to implicate me. So I told my children to change it, don't.
So with this statement coming from the joint security that you are threatening the peace of the country ahead of the elections, what else do you hope to do to exonerate yourself?
It's irrelevant right now because if my statement threatened the survivability of our nation, why did they fail to invite me? Because I'm not above the law. I who made a statement, I know the best interpretation. I know what I mean from my heart. Why did they invite me? I'm not hiding. They assign police to me. I got 2 police with arms guarding me. So they know we communicate all the time before. They call me anytime and I call them and tell them how the men are working hard. They communicate and call me and say, look, how are the men we have posted to you? So why stop there if I made a statement that are very detrimental to our peace? Why stop them from calling me?
So you think the statement is being political?
It's politicized. So I told the RG, look here, Mr. RG, all of us have common objective to maintain the peace of our country. See the investment I made here. How many lawmakers ever built such a university have I done? I got foundation in this country. But I want you to know that I'm a politician and you are a law enforcement. And I'm a politician and you are a soldier, chief of staff. When I speak as a politician, I leave a vacuum for debate. Whether military war, whether political war, what is left in between the propaganda? That will fear your opponent. It's a preemptive strike. So if you want to cheat, if you got any plan to cheat.
So that is the intent of your statement?
Yes.
To put fear in your opponent?
That propaganda.
Okay.
If you have intention to rake, you are not the election commission. But you have the influence, you have the money, you have the resources. And you come out, your people say they will rake. They say it openly, we all know that.
But you don't think, Senator Johnson, your statement now will be used against you, especially with the political party you are affiliating with?
No.
Boakai?
Even my standard bearer came up with a statement that when you rake the people, it will be resisted. Resisting rake election does not mean the use of arms. The people's power as per the Constitution, as enshrined in our law. It says all power is inherent in the people. All free governments are instituted by the authority of the people for their benefits, for their happiness, and they have the right to change, that means to alter such a regime if those things for which they elected it is not foreseen. The Constitution says so. It does not tell you in the law how to change it. But I know by being a lawmaker, you can start the impeachment process. And the people's power can also be used. They can come out to protest and demonstrate and demand that you step down. They can paralyze the economy. by the doctor, the nurses, the teachers, the pen boys, all of them gathering at the square or the football field and say, we will never go to work and power out the entire economy until you step down. They can use that method. But what I heard from one of the top officials of the country is that when Mo Ali, the Secretary General of the United Party, speaks the way you did, it means nothing. Okay. When Yaga Koroba speaks the way you did, it means nothing. But you are a rebel leader before.
And that is why I've been hearing on the radio that this is a former rebel leader.
So what?
And now he's making this kind of statement. So people are afraid.
You say former.
People are not saying that you put fear in the citizens.
Who could be civilian, who don't like what you're doing, who got the power. There are people who are millionaires who can sponsor anything against you, a bad government. So it doesn't have to be mean because of former. You say former. After all, when the war ended, we surrendered our war implements. No, you will not. We surrendered our war implements to the peacekeeping force. We were demoralized and reintegrated into the society. We were civilian when we came in as soldiers, and we returned to civilian life. So I'm a politician. So I make statements as a politician. We are a watchdog on the nation's governance.
You want to assure the public of peace following this?
My friend, we want peace. Peace is not just talking. Peace should be by demonstration. The fact that I use so much millions to invest in this country, and you can clearly see what I have done, it tells you that the peace is not in the north, it's practical. The peace must be exhibited by the government also to ensure that the people's will is not overturned. Elections should be free and fair. Cheating or rigging election or stealing the result is a recipe for this kind of chaos. It's a consequence of demonstration. The consequence of cheating is demonstration. It's protest by the people. You understand? When you steal people's property, what happens to you? They arrest you, they detain you, send you to court, and you face the trial and go to jail when you are guilty. So I think if you're not a rule, fear no arresting officer. If you are not a rule, don't fear the police. If your intention is good to conduct free election, when you win freely, we will salute you. But when you change it, it will be widely known. It will be known. Great election is not hidden. Fair election is not also hidden. So nobody should fear. I told the police, I told the army, fear nothing. You're talking about former rebel leader. I'm glad you use the word former. Am I not a Liberian? Am I not a stakeholder? So I shouldn't speak because former rebel leader. So being a former rebel leader, that's the time I'm more, right? No, it's wrong. Okay. That's why I was elected overwhelmingly by my people as a senator. It's my people that are going to vote. Liberians are going to vote. And they will vote the person of their choice. If they vote Mr. Weir for trafficking, cocaine, importation of drug, all these things, that is up to him. It's up to them.
And what is it that those of you in the opposition community, you keep saying that President Weir is importing cocaine?
Who, under whose government these things are coming?
Do you have evidence?
Under whose regime these things are coming into the country?
Does that mean that
he's the one
importing them?
What happened to those people who brought 140 million drugs? They were in jail and they disappeared from prison. They disappeared. There are many arms coming to the country just yesterday. Some arms came at the port, they were arrested. With more cocaine again yesterday. More drugs came. What is the investigation? How many persons have ever been caught and dealt with? There are video recordings, audio recording, where the DAA boss was telling people in Granjida, don't send to me the cannabis, the opium. Send to me the higher substance. Why request for a particular grade? Why? There are evidence. All over the place, there are evidence. So the people say they're tired. No jobs, investor cannot come in 6 years. The price of commodities are escalating very high. People are suffering. And this president cares less about what is happening in the country. What he does is sing, guitar, play music, and do a buka dance. You hear the people singing. Mr. Boga dancer will tire. Mr. Boga dancer will tire with suffering. Papa, we made mistake. You're talking about worker. We made mistake. People.
And so you believe what the people are saying?
Pardon me?
We tire, we made mistake. You think it is a sincere statement coming from them?
They are sincere. Look, I think on the 6th of October, there will be another launch.
Okay.
This time it will be called Don't Try It.
Don't try what?
Don't try it. Don't cheat.
Don't try to rape.
Don't rape. Don't rape. That, I believe, it will be led by the former chairman of the CDC, Josolo.
Okay.
The entire Liberian people coming up. And that protest or demonstration will take place around the world where Liberians are in the diaspora. So the whole thing is people should not panic. The ruling establishment should not panic. If you got no intention to derail the peace by rigging, it was rigged election that brought trouble in the 85. It is rigged election that put censure on Sierra Leone president, that brought big demonstration and caused death and wounded so many people. They burned tires and some homes. It's rigged election that brought the problem in Niger. Rigged election had not served a good purpose. It's a recipe for more trouble. We don't want it because of our investment. We got children, we see the Liberian people here. We cannot afford to get back into any problem. I'm 71 years old. I can't fight anymore. But does it mean that my mouth should be sharp? And why did I fight? So we got to create the awareness by telling our people this government is not doing a good job. And we advise the government that say, listen. So I mean no harm. But the citizens will take the message the way they want. It's up to them. If you are saying to us openly you will rape, you will take it by force. If Jefferson Koji will have a conference, which he had many times, press conference, and will tell the people, this is our revolution. We will protect it, we defend it with our sweat and our blood. What does it mean? This is a young boy who is well armed.
Well armed?
Yes, we've been talking about it before. We had a hearing on it before. The city ordinance of the city of Monrovia does not permit the issuance of arms to city police, but they got arms. You are a pressman, we've been talking to it before in the house. We've been talking to all over the places. They got arms.
But on Wednesday, Senator Johnson, the president, addressed the world leaders at the UN General Assembly, where he assured the world that Liberia will conduct transparent elections.
I heard that.
Yes. So
I listened to the speech. That was fantastic.
Do you believe what
you say to the world may be different from what you do here. Okay. But one thing I know is that the world is watching here. International observers are here. They've done many things that show people there's a plan to rape. But then you done the election commission. But up to today, the voter registration further have not been published.
But the elections commission have promised to do that very shortly.
When the time to do that expire, I think August 30. They are working on it now, and we're all watching. That's what Senator Dillon went there today.
And you agree with what Dillon did today?
Oh, we support that.
You support that?
We support that. We want to put their feet on the fire so they can do the right thing. Because there are other revelations. We see people buying voters' card, taking number, and all that. What is the intent? If you're not beneficial to them, then why are they taking people's voters' card and registering the number? And sometimes they pay $20 US or $40 US. All that were exhibited on the Spoon Show TV. We saw hundreds of cards that belong to people that were bought from there. And the police caught them with it at the immigration show. What is the intent? So the way to secure our peace is for every Liberian, from the president down, to ensure free and fair election. To ensure free and fair election. If they have no means to no mind to cheat, no pre-plan to do something messy or funny, they should have no fear for statement made by me. If I say, if you rape, you will meet the people's power. How injurious is that statement? How does it harm you? How does it harm you?
Okay, Senator, so let me bring
you have now stolen the election. The election is October 10. You are not being held.
No, but the fear has been, this statement is not coming from ordinary person. That is the fear many people have. If it comes
from God himself, if God says if you swallow gas, you will die. So I'm going to take gas, swallow it. If God says when you take lasso, you drink, you will die. So I'm going to take lasso and drink. If the people of Liberia that we represent say, if you rape election, we will come out as we came out on Sunday in demand that you step down, in protest, expressing our grievances that the election was rigged. Our power will be fully exercised. Non-violent protest. Of course, non-violent protest. There will be no shooting of guns. But the police, the authority from the government side could do anything. I think you heard my statement. If the people's power is used, it is you who will shoot. You can kill us. You can shoot and kill us. But we will eventually give up. You will move.
So let me bring you back to Nimba before we conclude. The news coming from Belige of recent has not been good. And you are senator of the county, one of the leaders of the county. Every time there is bad news from Nimba, they say, Nimba County again. What have you to say as a leader of this county regarding violence, beating on people?
Well, that is attributed to Honorable Garrison Yelu, Honorable Gompu Kago, Honorable Roland Duo, I think one other person. First of all, they had meetings, 2 meetings, a few days before we arrived in Webley. And the meeting had to do with asking the people not to receive us. But people came and received us. So I was telling the people of Webley, Honorable Gompo Kago has left us already. He's no longer with the MDR, he's with the CDC. That's good. That is his democratic choice he made constitutionally. That is right. But why is he using my photo and his photo on his sticker and flyer and billboards? Using the love the people got for me and my popularity to gain sympathy vote. Why is he using my picture? If you use somebody's photo for gain unknown to him or her, it's criminal. Gompo, the lawmaker, cannot be the lawbreaker. You don't use my name to gain something. If you needed me, you would not have left me. So I told the people, the reason with me, we got on board our vehicle with the police and we left the town. But my last car, the silver car, remained back because the driver had gone to attend nature. Those that were in the car were also women. Those who cooked our food and gave us water to bathe and something like that. So the 4 boys appeared, started choking the vehicle with rocks. We got to know when one of the women ran after our vehicle to let us know that something was happening in town. We did not go to